Oh man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Oh, I got it. All right. Act up, Ackle. All right, here we go. G'day, guys. Welcome back to Supercoach with DR. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. All right, let's just keep it real. G'day guys, welcome back to Supercoach with DR and welcome to my round 4 review. You saw in the intro there, I really don't want to be here at the moment. I want to just crawl into a Supercoach hole in the darkness, in the dungeons, because that's where I'm still sitting at the moment. This is just shocking, and I tell you what, it's embarrassing, particularly when you produce content. Look, I'm lucky that I've got a fair few runs on the board with good finishes, top 1% finishes, but at the same time, it doesn't make things any better this year. It's so tough as well when you're only 4 rounds into the season and you know that you're just screwed. You know that there's no way you're going to get anywhere close to the top. Oh man, it's tough. I really don't know what to say at the moment. For the first time in a number of years, I'm absolutely lost at the moment. I just don't know where to go forward. So, look, I've had a few Easter beverages today with the fam. So I thought, look, do you know what? I'm always really positive, right? If you've watched the channel, I'm always preaching positivity. Jump back on the horse, get back on it again, But for this week, I'm just going to keep it real. I'm just not happy. So we're going to go through this side. Let's just get straight into it here. Look at this rank, would you? Oh, God. Oh, it's tough. I don't even know what to say. It's like I love my players. Like usually, like this starting team, it's like, those Hollywood movies where you get the new football coach come in. You get these kids, the odds and ends, the misfits of society that just don't fit in here. It's like that. It's like I started with this team of misfits. And you know what happens in Hollywood? You go and you win the state championship. You lift the kid up into the air, that main character that brings the team together. And, God, there's going to be no state championship final here. I'm telling you now, there's no state championship final. Let's just get into this. This week, I'm having a rant. Let's get down here. Oh, I can't even zoom. All right, here we are. What is this? It's like I love every one of my Supercoach selections like they're my own children. It's like I'm in charge of an orphanage here, and these are all the kids that I've adopted into my side. There have never been so many of my Supercoach kids that I want to adopt out. Even the good kids, right? Even the good kids. Let's take this man, Rory Laird, for example. Last year, he did all of his chores. Great kid, straight A student, top of the class. Cleaned his room, did the dishes, took the bins out. Just everything that you asked of this boy last year. He was the model student. He was a model student. He was a class captain. Fast forward to this year. What on earth was he doing on the holidays? I'm not too sure, but I tell you what now. His clothes are all over the floor. His room's messy. He's doing bugger all. His homework is unfinished. What's happened to him? He's hanging around with the wrong crowd. And you know what? He must have been playing Roblox all school holidays, because as soon as he stepped out into the sun, it's too hot. Now, all of his training that he did last year, he's been spending on the iPad, or I don't know what's going on. Sam Doherty, come on, man. Josh Dunkley, the 2023 Brownlow medalist. Come on. Come on. This is just, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. There are a couple of shining lights. Nick Dacos, come on down. But hey, everyone owns him. There's no pod there. I'm not getting advantage there. Big Shrek, thank you, mate. For the last couple of weeks, you have actually come back. Very, very proud of you. Tom Green, a good effort from him. A 99, but he's doing everything that he can. The Bont with a 122, even though Bevo decided to play him forward for times again last week. Crazy bastard. He's doing all right. Jimby got a 40, but hey, you've been carrying that Eagles midfield. That's okay. And you had to tag on the weekend. McKenna, I'm happy with you, mate. 86 is all good. Who else? The Tarantula, good. Errol, not bad. The Shees, thank goodness for the Shees. But it's these little decisions, isn't it? It was, do I go Flanders and Ridley, leave that extra 50 odd K in the bank, or do I go Dawson, Sheasel to start? Not having Dawson, it's a killer. I have Doherty and Ridley at my side somehow. When I'd preached all pre-season, I'm locking in Jordan Dawson. That's the first thing I said after the end of last year. I said the same thing with Rory Laird as well, though, mind you. But, man, what do you say? Nick Dacos, great, as I mentioned. Doherty, what do we do with this bloke? We've got a couple of options now. So the first option is to basically keep him. Ride him out. We know that Walsh is coming back. Akers back. I think Kenny might be back. So that should help Doc. We know that it's Sard at the moment. McGovern's cleaning up down back. Newman's had some good games, getting a bit of the pool. Yeah, they've got to keep the faith or jump ship now. What do I do with this side? There's nowhere really for me to pivot. That's the issue here. It's so bad, isn't it? It's so bad. What sort of review is this? This isn't even a review. I don't even know if I can put this up. But I said I'm going to keep it real. This is shocking. One thing I can do for you, I suppose, is I can make you feel better about your side. I'm sure I can do that. Oh, that's about all I'm good for, I think, with these round reviews from now on. Do I just have to go with just Pod City? Just take a bit of a turn, make this a bit of a meme side maybe. Do I go for leagues? I'm in a few cash leagues. I've got nowhere to go at the moment. I just can't pivot. All right, quickly, let's go through it. Nicky Dacos, a 150. I got a 107 from him last week, which was okay for his price. But finally, I get one of these big scores, wrapped, and Brisbane one as well. That's one thing I got right, a prediction. 25 plus, I said, from Lions. So, look, Dacos played well in Brisbane one, so that's all good. Doherty, I don't want to speak about him. Ridley, I don't even want to speak about him again. 88. Spent so much time on the bench and for long periods at a time. I just don't get it with his position, why he'd be spending so much time on the pine. It's the same with his mate Setterfield as well. Jimby was tagging. That's okay. I reckon he's got to have a rest soon by the sounds of it. McKenna was great, 86. This is really what we needed. We needed one of these spike scores just to keep his price, his cash flow going. So, Jones, terrible, 45. Wilmot and Cowan, you're getting, 50s each week. Cowan, so consistent, 351s in a row, if you don't mind. Rory Laird, just not copping close attention from James Aish. I can't stand James Aish. Oh, man. I won't go into James Aish, but it's not Aish's fault. It's, God, Rory Laird, jeepers. No Clary. Bont 122. Captain, thank you, mate. Talks about Green. Setterfield and Hopper, I'm pretty sure. Well, Setterfield, I think, was leading Essendon for scoring at halftime. Hopper was, I reckon, on 58 at halftime. So they just disappeared in the second half. Ashcroft, okay, for 75. McKenzie just didn't have the role. I've got so many notes on these guys. for the stock market video. I don't even want to get into it now. Rouston Road. Oh, God. So the story with this was, originally I had Campbell Chesser there. First option was to go Phillips, given the fact that he was named with both LDU and Simpkin in the side. I saw Greenwood as a sub and I thought, they're going to give him half a game, see how he goes, and if he doesn't perform, maybe bring Greenwood on, a like for like. I thought there was a possibility of that because the other blokes were in the side, but he played okay. It wasn't the best game ever, but he did well. That would have been the best option. The next option there was Van Ruin, but you wouldn't believe it. What I had to do in order to make that move was to bring one of these guys, it was Goulden or Rosie, into the midfield, bring Chesser up to bring Van Ruin in. But the problem was, I was out, I reckon, must have been 25 seconds because the TV was paused and I thought, look, I just want to wait right until the last minute. And maybe this goes to show you, don't wait until the last minute. Maybe give it 3 minutes out just to make sure. But the TV had been paused beforehand, so it was a few minutes behind and I didn't realise, so I missed out on that. And then my only other option at the end of the day was Roaston because I thought, look, there may be 2 trades I need to make next week, some cash cows in maybe Brockman and Van Ruin because I missed out on getting him early. And I wasn't sure how the Rat and Green would go, so I thought there's a high possibility I might just go bang next week and get these guys out. But if they both don't perform, then what am I going to do there? I'll be stuck with Chesser. So this was very much a panic move, a move that I didn't want to make, and it was an absolute disaster in the end. I'll talk about him in the stock market, but as an old Assumption College boy myself, disappointed. Oh, man, it was tough. Baker, Davey 45, Constable not there. At least I've got rid of Chesser, I suppose. Shrek was great, really dominated, and this is pre-season Shrek that we saw. We've seen it for the last couple of weeks. Last week, we didn't even take out of it when he played West Coast because every decent ruckman's going to score well against them. But to follow it up with another 125 was fantastic. And his break-evens, I reckon, probably a 40 to a 50 at the moment. Rowan got subbed off. Would you believe it? What is going on? Rowan Marsh getting subbed off. Well, it is what it is. We've all got him. Dunkley, terrible in 84. Taranto going really well. Rosie was pretty quiet apart from a nice goal. Goulden stepped in to the midfield in that fourth quarter, and just, a good game from him. You can't complain. Zeeble, man, this should have been 100 plus, but that stupid 50-metre penalty, another unlucky free kick against, just ruined his score. What was that, half-time, three-quarter time? I'm not too sure. I've got all in my stocky notes, but look, that's still okay at the end of the day. This bloke's keeper, I think. Look, there's just a shining light in my side at the moment. Asava and Fergie actually had really good games, so I thought they may even be on the chopping block this week, but certainly going to keep on to them. They've got some more money to make, which is awesome. So, look, what do I do here? There's pretty much nothing that I can. I think, look, I don't really want to. -1, -15, -1, 5, 20, 12, -15. I don't want to do this. I need to get Van Ruin in, but I'm not keen to do it for Fergie. He's just had a little bit of a spike game. Rat, I'm keeping. Baker or Davey. So what I might do, I might get Davey out. And what do I do? Just bring Errol in, get him on field. And then complete that trade. And now I'm sort of at the point where I can get Ridley up to someone. I could do Ridley to Stewart. Doherty to Dawson this week. Or do I have to keep the faith? Do I have to keep the faith or do I move now? See, I can't go Ridley. I've got more faith in Doherty. It should get me Dawson, shouldn't it? Oh, it gets me Dawson. 2 trades. But in my situation, can I be affording to upgrade premiums? Or do I need to leave that cash in the bank, ride it out for another couple of weeks, and then just go bang, bang, bang? I'm really keen, after watching Will Day, I'm really keen on Will Day. I've got a feeling he may get a week, though. Stewart with Duncan, I'm not overly keen on. Oh, man. I'm a lost Supercoach soul. I'm a lost soul, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. I think. Look, we'll go with captains. So this is shocking. Wait for the stock market. I'll be back for the stocky. Can I even have lead? Like, I've got to the point even now where I don't even know the 700 bloke I started with. I can even have my captaincy. I think I've got to on Thursday night against Carlton. Surely they won't tag him. They'll probably get Hewitt to put pressure on him. Who's the Dogs playing? Port. I'm losing faith in Tom Green. Dacos. St Kilda. What's Ross going to do? Ross is going to screw me somehow there. I'm sure of it. Who's Clary got? Essendon. Not that I've got him, but what will other people doing? How about the Shees? Brisbane. Cowboys, Lions. Got to chuck the C on him. Things are going bad. Look, I think I'm going to leave it there. Apologies for the worst round review that you've ever witnessed in your life. I'll probably lose subscribers after this, I reckon. But look, I said in the intro, I'm just going to keep it real. I'm usually really positive, but just for this week, I just want to lay it all out there. You know, not much info in regards to players, but obviously in the stocky, I'll go through all the info that you need there. I've got heaps of notes for this week, and very excited. Tomorrow night, we are getting together for the Supercoach Sword Play Potty and getting a special guest on, Shorty, our man, the OG of Supercoach YouTubers. So I think he's having a lot better season than what I am at the moment. So very, very keen to get him on. He's an absolute legend, as we know, along with Jonathan Spills. So that is definitely a positive for the week, getting onto the potty. And as I said, stay tuned for the stocky as well. So apart from that, guys, take care. Hope you're going a lot better than me. And I'll see you soon in the next one. Cheers, bye.